I was testing the valves this evening on the EKCO to see if I could work out why its performance isn't particularly good. And the first valve I picked up was the one that I ran into a problem with, and this is a UCH81. And let me just show you. You're on UCH81 in the valve testing book. You can see this. I've actually crossed it out, as you can see, but UCH81 is a 19 volt valve. We know this, and the setup data is E5D1. Now, straight away, E5D1 is not possible because that's suggesting socket 1. And socket 1 is this large socket down here. So that's clearly wrong. And also, this is a double triode, I think it is. So there's a part of the section is missing. There should be 2 sections for this valve. So obviously this doesn't work, and I'm just trying to work out what's right and what's wrong. Now, I know that this valve is designed for a series strung set. That's why it's got the higher filament voltage. So what I tried to test it under ECH81, and ECH81 is the 6 volt filament. So if I go to ECH81 here, it's telling me to set a 6 volt filament. Obviously I'm not going to do that because we know it's a 19 volt filament, and it's D5 G4, G and 4 is the correct valve socket. So I'm going to test it in that section and see what emissions we get with this valve. Now, if anyone that's out there knows otherwise, maybe they could let me know. Emissions starting to come up. They're not going to come up very high. Grid leakage is good. Shorts test, used to cathode, that's good, but the emissions are poor, certainly on that section. So let's go to the other section. So that's F5B. Emissions are good on that side. So I think that valve's suspect. Now obviously I'm not 100% sure because I'm using a setting that's not marked up in the book. I'm just assuming that the ECH81 and the UCH81 are exactly the same apart from their filament voltage, and I don't know that. So what I probably will do is unless anyone can tell me otherwise, I'm going to swap this valve out. And I can't find any data. All my data books don't have this valve in it for some reason, this UCH81, so that can go on the suspect shelf. Now the next valve is a UF85, and unfortunately the UF85 isn't even listed in this tester. It's quite a limited tester actually, and I would like to buy a better valve tester, but unfortunately valve testers in the UK are either the Mullard ones, which are huge and ridiculously expensive, or you have to buy one from the States. I mean, this valve tester I bought from someone down on the south coast actually, and I got it for quite a good price. But it's running on an auto transformer to reduce it to 110 volts. So the UF85 isn't even listed. There's a UF89. So we could try a EC85 maybe? I mean, this is all a bit of a guesswork really, and I really need to verify these valves are working correctly. So let's have a look. Well, we've got an EF85. I suppose we could try EF85. So we know the heater voltage on the UC85 is well, not the UC85, the UF85, so that's UF41. This all doesn't ring correct to me. UF81 suggests it's a 12 volt filament. I don't think it is. Anyway, let's go for 12 volt filament, just so we're not going to blow the valve up. Let's have a look. So we try an EF85 test. So it'll be 6D1B4, D1B and socket 4. Tube's lit up, didn't surge too much. Let's see if we get any emission on this. Not a sign of any emission. That's EF85 we're using. So really, it's difficult to know. Difficult to know if these valves are okay or not. Certainly, this one's not showing any sign at all of any life. I just wonder if there's an equivalent number I can. Let me just see if I can find on the internet an equivalent valve. So. Not equivalent valve for this UF85. Let's see if we can find anything on the internet. Oh, UF80/85. Okay, so have we got UF80? Nope. We've got UF80. A 19BY7. Nope, I haven't even got that. So it doesn't look like this valve test would actually test these valves. See if there's any other equivalent numbers. I doubt if there are. 19BY7, no, that's... So, it's a job to know if this valve's any good or not. But certainly the UCH81, it looks suspect to me, and could be a problem. Let's have a look at another valve in here. Okay, this is the UABC80, which is the triple diodes for the detector for the AM and the FM. Now UABC80 I think is in there. I think we've tested this valve, but I will double check. UABC80. Well, it's 4 sections actually, according to this. Quite incredible, really. Put 4 diodes in there. So it's a 28 volt filament G5A, and it's on 4 G5A. Socket 4. And just increase that to 28 volts. Let's give it 15 first, just to see what happens. Not much sign of a filament. Do ABC80, 28 volts. Let's increase it to 28 volts. G5A. There we go. 4. Now that section's come up to about 90%, 95%. So that's good. Let's try F5. F5B. 4. It's a bit down on emission, this valve. It's not great actually, it's not performing as well as I was expecting. Let's try the next section, G5D. This valve's weak. I mean, for this emission tester to show this sort of level, it's up, would suggest this valve's on its way out. F5E UABC80, 20 volts. F5 F. That's why. So this, I would say this valve is actually on its way out. This valve's showing signs of sort of very low emission. Even though it says it's good, I'm not convinced actually. This valve is a bit optimistic on its readings, so it might be worth getting that valve replaced or swapping it out with another one. And likewise with these two other valves I've had problems with, see if I can find some more valves, replace those and pop them back in the radio and see what happens. Unfortunately at the moment I was messing about with the thing, the EKCO last night, and the bloody dial string broke, which is a job I hate to do. So I'm going to be waiting for another some dial string to come, and once that comes I'll get the tuning gang restrung up again, and then I think we'll replace a couple of these valves to see if we can get some gain back into the amplifier, because the FM's really low gain. It seems to be very deaf. I mean, the medium wave seems to be working fairly well, but it does seem to be a bit touchy on tuning and things like that, and I can't really see anything else wrong with it. The alignment looks all okay and things, so I think we'll go from there. I think we're going to call this converter valve dead, and then we'll put another valve in once I've got it restrung, and we'll go from there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully more to come.